Wow, that was fast. We're live already. Awesome. Super excited. So welcome to today's Friday Q&A session. I am Bridget Bartlett. I am the CEO and founder of Vision Marketing and Design. So let me get this logged in here. Okay, so before I take your questions and everything, I'm just going to show people how to join here because we do have some new members, which is exciting. I just have to get Zoom to cooperate with me because it never wants to. Okay. So, all right. Ugh. So what it's doing, it's not hiding the bottom panel here, and it's not letting me like click the little share thing. That is so annoying.
I hate it when that happens.
I know. This is why I swear I can't stand Zoom. I don't know why it has to just be so complicated, but okay, maybe it'll work now. Okay, it looks like Picardo is coming in. Okay, now let me share my screen. Here we go. All right, so you guys definitely let me know. Can you see my screen here? All right, cool. Yes, okay, so if you are a member and you're watching anywhere, just know that you can join us in the Zoom. You just want to go inside your dashboard at app.myvisionagency.com and go to the resources tab, and you can click here and it'll go right to the Zoom. Okay. If you need to access your tier 5 tools, you can do that here inside this tab. If you need to access our network, which is on Noisy, I highly recommend it. I actually, this is our Noisy group here, but I actually just posted a job here. We do have different channels that you can go to if you like, for example, I posted this also in the social media. So if you are like a freelancer and you do social media, or if you are someone looking for a freelancer to do social media, we have these channels here so that you can network with one another. So I actually posted it there, but I also posted here. What I'm looking for is someone who, of course, a member of the team. I don't hire outside of Vision, but I'm looking for someone who can take the templates that we have and rebrand them. So basically like what I did with Keck this week, I want to be able to provide that as a service, and I want you guys to be able to get the work for it. So if you go to the social media group here, and then I say, you know, what to do, I just wanted to see a few examples and, you know, and a price. So you guys, if you're interested in doing that, go to the social media channel and show me some examples, and let me know what you would do to what you would charge to rebrand a set of 50. Okay, because there's so many of you, and again, this is what I love about this program, is because I get to see what everybody's doing. So there's so many people who are great at the social media thing, and there's so many people who just want to outsource. So I love to be able to just open up this network and let you guys do all of that. So anyway, that's what I'm looking for there. If you are interested in hiring us for services, you can click there and it goes to my agency website. If you want to access your account, I am switching some things up now. Again, I know you guys are surprised because we now have an affiliate program. Okay, so I am actually using, and I'm sure that I'll be doing a training on this eventually, but I'm actually using Pabbly subscription billing, and they have an awesome affiliate program. So now we have a Vision affiliate program. So it will, all the people who sign up after we switch to that, so meaning like this past week, if you signed up this past week, you'll be able to actually log into the portal and manage your subscription for your membership. But as of right now, if you need to cancel or something like that, or whether you're canceling because it's not for you, or you're canceling because you upgraded to HighLevel or to tier 5 so that your membership is free, you can just fill this form out there, and then we'll take care of it. So the affiliate program, you can just click here in the dashboard and you'll see there's actually 2 levels. So you can promote vision and earn 30% reoccurring commission on the first level. And then all of the people that your sub-affiliates, basically, you can earn 5% reoccurring commission on them. Okay. So like if I sign or if you sign someone up and then that person signs someone up, you still get 5% recurring commission. There is a 90-day cookie, and you do have, I'm going to show you a lot of affiliate funnels that you can use. And then we also have this really cool dashboard. So I'm going to get logged in here into this sample account so I can show you. So this is where you are going to manage all of your affiliate, your signups and your sales, all of those things. If you click on affiliate here, and by the way, as long as you're a member, you can be an affiliate. Okay, so you don't have to be a paid member, whatever. If you have access to the dashboard, you can become an affiliate. Okay, so we have our main website here if you want to use that as an affiliate link. We also have the Vision checkout. So if you want to build your own website and then just offer, create your own system. But also what's really cool is now you guys can promote the free engagement monster, the winner chicken dinner, Post Profits Pro, the birthday wisher. You can promote any of these tools that you want to. And then of course, the goal to that is that they sign up for the program. Okay, so you're just taking my lead magnets and you have your affiliate link connected. So as long as they sign up within 90 days, then you get the commission. Okay. So really it could not be more simple. What I'd say is just help. If you love it, then say, hey, check this program out. I love it. I mean, it's easy to do affiliate marketing if you love it, if you're using it. But I have all of my guides here as well as this software. And so definitely more are coming. So definitely be watching for that. Okay. You can check out your commissions here, your payout settings. It does pay out to PayPal. And then obviously your payment history and your multi-tier affiliates will show up here. Okay, so I think that is, and then one more thing. If you do need a private consultation, usually this is actually $197 an hour, but right now it's $97 because I'm just starting all of this. I always like to do like a pre-launch pricing thing. But if you guys need help, like with a client, like a strategy, you don't understand, like, you don't know what to do, you don't know who to hire, you just need to like pick my brain for an hour, you can book a private consultation for $97. Also, if you are struggling to get your own system set up and you're not really sure what to put where, whatever, and again, you just want to like pick my brain and have me work hands-on with you, because it's one thing to hire people and it's another thing to have someone hands-on teaching you how to do something. That way, that's really an investment because you can take that knowledge and then duplicate that same thing over and over again. Okay. So I realize sometimes people do need to just like, I just need to like ask you these specific questions and help with this specific thing. Okay. So that is what I wanted to share with you today. And how is everyone?
Doing well, thank you.
Good.
Fantastic.
Awesome. Hello, Picardo and Linwood. I'm sure Linwood's driving.
Hi, Linwood. He's always driving.
Yeah, on the road. Sorry about that.
Yeah. No, you're
It's
good.
okay. It's okay. I just have a quick question of what you just showed, the noisy. I'm on it right now. I can't seem to drop down and see the open channels. I just see open channels in general. And I click on the little arrow button, a page, something comes up asking me to create a new channel. Why is I'm not getting a drop down there?
Yeah, you should have message me
Okay.
inside of Noisy and I'll look into it.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. How are you, Ray? Did you have a question? I saw you started to pop your hand up there.
No, I'm fine. I am struggling a little bit. I've had some setbacks with my son's health. I'd appreciate your prayers. I have a 53-year-old son, and he had a week ago Friday, he had a heart attack, and then on Sunday he had a major heart attack, and it turned out he had 4 blocked arteries. 53 years old, and he gets that from both sides of our family. So
Wow.
he had a 3-way bypass that couldn't get to the one they call the Widowmaker, and he's recovering quickly. And so I'm hoping everything was a success, and it'll be about 3 months before he's fully recovered to do normal stuff. So we live in Tampa. We drove down to the Fort Lauderdale area where he is, and stayed a good long time. He has 4 daughters. One's married, one's teaching school, and 2 are still young in the home. And so we had a good time being there, except for the occasion. And so I try to stay up. I've got some catching up to do with the training. I guess if I had a question, I am a Builderall alumni, and my question is, I can't do a one-to-one from Builderall to the Vision yet. And so, I was working on some websites, and I think what I'm going to do is transfer all my websites to some other way of making them, and then kind of pull away from Builderall. I'm still in Builderall and benefiting from some of the things that they do, the branding and that kind of thing. But it looks like Vision has everything I need. I haven't decided that Vision is everything that I need, but there's so much in it that I don't know yet, and I'm starting over with training, and so I'm catching myself up that way. But the training is there, and I guess another question I might have is the thing that's expiring at the end of this month. Since I don't have any assets from that, is there anything that I can get from that before they expire, and then I move? You said move it to Canva.
Oh, so all that is just social media templates. So if you do want to, let me just show that real quick, just so that everyone knows. If you go to resources here, and then you go to the training. This is what I was talking about here. This is our previous, because we provide the social media content. So this is just templates. If you click here, there's just these months, these different social media templates. So like January, you could use any of these here, but the actual lead magnet funnel is already in your account. But if you wanted to use any of these, you would just need to click here and then make sure to transfer it to your Canva account. And the reason is that you need to do that before April 30th is because Virality Content is actually going out of business, and they were the ones that we used for the social media content. So if you want to use any of this, of course you don't have to, but if you did want to, just make sure to transfer it to your Canva account before then, because now we have this social media, which this is actually much better because there's a lot more niches and different things. But same process, you would just click there and then click the link. That's the templates to transfer to your Canva account.
Okay.
Cool.
Thanks.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, got your hand up.
Yeah, Coach Gak here. How's everybody doing?
I've said Coach Keck so many times this week.
I know you have. So I wanted to say hi to Ray. It's good to see you. And sorry to hear about your son. Definitely be praying for him, that whole situation. I also wanted to recommend to you, I'm doing kind of the same thing, trying to pull some domains off of Builderall. I think that's what you're getting at. And you're probably a little more savvy than me as far as DNS stuff. But if you're not, I just want to make a recommendation. If you're trying to move domains to a different registrar to use Go HighLevel or somewhere else, I recommend SiteGround. I don't know if you've heard of SiteGround, but the reason I'm not a customer, but the next time I buy one, I'm going to buy there, because I was doing some client work, and this client had a ton of websites on SiteGround, and I had to do a bunch of DNS stuff. And what they have is they have humans you can call and talk to, which is so valuable when you're talking about domain stuff, because Namecheap is another place I have stuff at. I have some GoDaddy, but the Namecheap, I was bringing a domain over from Builderall, and it just came over today. So it took like 7 or 8 days.
Wow.
But during that process of, I had, then trying to hook it up with Go HighLevel and all this, you have to spend some communication with your registrar and you have to do some A records and some C name records and things like that. And it can be confusing. And I've just found it so helpful if you can actually call and talk to a person, because literally Saturday morning, I was 3.5 hours on live chat with Namecheap support for 3.5 hours, just trying to find out what is my SMTP server in my port, I mean, and it was ridiculous. So there's just such a disconnect on chat. You know what I mean? It's like, just tell me the port,
Heard that I can't remember who it was, but somebody else, when I first moved to HighLevel, she was saying that she was trying to set up a domain on Namecheap too. And I guess their instructions that they give is not really accurate. She had all kinds of issues. And so I have heard that about Namecheap, but I so agree. I am always talking about support. It's like support and integrations. They're the two most important things I look for when I'm choosing a new software, because it's just so important to have both of those.
Yeah. Because without that,
has that you can call, but they also have the live chat. I always liked.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. SiteGround had a thing where you can like click to get a special code, and then that code gets kind of attached to the ticket in the phone queue or something like that.
Yeah. Bluehost has
That's good to know. I'll check SiteGround out. Along that line, is it are you transferring a site, a domain, and all your programming that you've done in Builderall to WordPress? What are you doing? Are you
No, I'm just basically transferring the domain and rebuilding the site,
starting over?
Yeah. And I was building today I went ahead and just built like the landing page for coachkeck.com, and it's been a while since I've built Go HighLevel, but it's so much easier. It is so intuitive compared to the other builder that for me, it's just easier just to rebuild it. It just doesn't take that long.
Well, good. I've yet to do that type of work yet. I'm trying to find out all the ins and outs, and don't want to get knee deep and then find out I should have done it this way instead of that way.
Right. I would say just go to the site builder inside of HighLevel and pick a template and just start playing around with it. I mean, you're not going to mess in it. You could even duplicate it if you're just really afraid to mess up the template. But I think that you'll see it's very, very similar to Cheetah. But it doesn't have a lot of the things that Cheetah has, like for example, it doesn't have the slider, I'm sure those things are coming, but you can also, there's always workarounds. There's things you can embed. There's like, you can make a GIF on Canva. That's what I did to replace the slider. There's so many things, but it's very, very simple, but it has a lot of functionality as well. So I think that you would probably really like it.
Yesterday, I was not suggesting, but we were just playing around with the logo that Keck had versus the white shirt person. I said you could start with a logo, and at the beginning, when somebody opens that page, start with a logo and morph it, or some way animate it to his real live picture. That would be cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
You could probably, I'm just thinking you might be able to do something like that. I think you would need like a video editor to be able to do that. But yeah, that would be. Ray said he's going to make it for you there, Kat.
Oh, nice. I think that, that draws a contrast. I think it's like with Builderall, there's like a whole bunch of stuff that, you would rarely use, and sometimes it would work. But with the Go HighLevel, it's like everything you need, like the real like nuts and bolts is just there. It works. It's simple. If you want something fancy that maybe somebody will use, like you say, you can always do a CSS or whatever. But as far as just the nuts and bolts, I'm not trying to say it's basic by any means, but it just seems more practical,
It's really, there's a genius behind the simplicity, because HighLevel was created by an agency for agencies. Well, who are the clients of agencies? They're not marketers. They're not web designers. They're people who just want to get access to a website builder so that they can get, a form or something. But man, you hit it right on the head when you said, it's like I would rather simple if it works every time. And that's
Right.
the thing. It needs to work. It's like you can have the most elaborate, beautiful website with all these cool animations, but if it takes, 5 minutes to load, or the checkout page doesn't load at all, it's like, what good is it doing you? It's better to just keep it simple, kiss.
Yes. Yeah.
But yeah, keep it simple and just have it work. That's the thing.
Yeah. And the other big thing is the support, like you say, and that's one of the reasons I'm with Vision instead of just having a HighLevel account, which I let go to be in Vision because of the support. At the $97 level of HighLevel, you don't really get support, or you get very limited support.
Yeah.
And your support team is just awesome. So
Thanks. I'm glad to hear it.
Yeah.
I think they're great too. They literally they answer, when I came to HighLevel, I had like 75 clients at once. And I was like, I don't even know the platform. And then I'm thinking, like we used to do, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I have so many knowledge-based videos I'm gonna have to do. But yes, they actually do all of that stuff for me.
Yeah.
They update all the knowledge base. They answer all my support tickets. Occasionally they send me an email and they say, hey, we got this question. I'm not quite sure what they mean. And it's usually because I've just, announced something and didn't tell them. And, but yeah, they answer probably 95, 98% of all support tickets without me ever. That's the beautiful thing about this type of system and the automation and the passive income, is that I could sign up 5 million members tonight and it will affect me in no way at all. It's like my support team is there to take care of support. My automated system signs them all up and onboards them. And it's like I'm sleeping like a baby while I'm signing up 5 million
It's
people.
going to affect your bank account.
Right. Yeah, but that's the beautiful part for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my bank might be like, hey, something's going on.
That's right. That's right.
5 million people. So you got your system set up, Keck? I know you're working hard on
It's
your
in
social
process.
media.
It took me, I've got all the social media graphics edited now, and that did take a while. But like you say, the more you do it, the faster it goes.
Yeah.
So today I was working on the actual landing page, and I think I figured out how to set the domain right. So that's good. And set up the calendar to actual times, made all the fields in the health assessment form required. And just kind of working through that process. Now I'm going to be, I guess, next step is really look at the social media, different programs and extensions you have, and decide my strategy there and what to use. And I really need to set up or do I need to set up a business Instagram to use those tools?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to use any types of automated schedulers. They almost own, that's really why it's so rare that we have a Facebook scheduler for our personal profiles, because usually those types of schedulers don't allow personal pages. So you have to do business.
Right. And do they, can you change an Instagram personal account to a business account? Okay.
Yeah, you just go to the settings. It's really easy to do.
Okay, cool. Cool.
Yeah, it just takes a few seconds.
I do have a couple of little questions on my mind too, like those guides, those ebooks.
Mhm.
Like I know in the funnels, like the section says about the author, and then the author's me. Is there an author noted in the book, or do I have the rights to be able to say I'm the author?
Yeah, it's PLR products, and I only use unrestricted PLR products.
I figured you did.
Yeah. So yeah, they're all white labeled. So there's nothing there. So you're good. I mean, of course I provided the editable version so that you can go in there and change the wording, or, add your own links, or maybe you want to add like a page at the end, or a lot of times what I'll do is add my own website, or for more info, contact me at, and then put my website in the footer of the ebook. But yeah, lots of things you can do, but yeah, you certainly don't have to.
All right. And the other thing I was thinking was, I really, and I shared this with you before, I want to, this is really two businesses I'm launching, is the health coaching and then digital coaching for health coaches, trying to take, what I'm putting together here and offer it to them through the Vision affiliate program. But my my question is, as far as how to do like a snapshot, because I'm going to have pipelines and some other workflows. How would that work as far as being able to package that together to give to the new person when they come on board with Vision? Or is that possible?
So what you could do is purchase a sub account. So you can purchase an additional sub account for $47 a month.
Mhm.
And then what you can do is set all of that up exactly how you want your the people you're signing up for. And then we can give you the link so that they can use that. But because right now there's like this, I think I need to, now I'm like brainstorming, right?
Yeah.
I know
I
my
can
brain
I
is
can
like,
see the smoke coming out.
I'm like talking, and then at the same time, my brain is working through the whole process of every single step.
Right.
So here's let me just think out loud so you guys
Yeah.
know what I'm saying. So to do that, it needs to be like, to create that snapshot, okay, it's going to copy the entire account. So the account needs to be specifically like, for example, you want to maybe have stock images instead of your own image or something. You want to have like the auto tags for placeholders instead of your own name, that type of thing. So when you set up the account exactly how you want it, it needs to be separate from your own account. Okay, so that's why I'm saying sub account. Once that's created, we can create a snapshot so that you can give to the members of your team. But here's the thing, for the automated system, I can choose like one snapshot. Okay, and then it uploads, and that's the same one that you have in your account. So if we could, and it's a good question, and I'm glad that you asked it, because now I want to work through the process. So that is an option. But maybe, yeah, let me think about the process part of it, but it's so possible. We just have to figure out the actual steps.
Right. I know it's possible to just get my own HighLevel account and do that.
Right.
But I really would prefer to keep it within Vision. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah, we'll definitely, I mean, yeah, it's certainly not a complicated fix. I think it would just be like what I would have to do is like set up I would have to create the snapshot. And again, I'm just telling you the process of the whole thing. I would have to create a separate the snapshot, and then a separate like onboarding process. But that definitely could be something that that I could set up. And then every time like you would share the link, that it would trigger that specific snapshot, which I definitely, I want to work out processes like that anyway, because I would love to have where it's like you fill out a survey and you say, hey, I'm a health coach, and then you get this snapshot loaded into your account. Or I am in e-commerce, and so you get this specific snapshot. So I'm definitely working through that thought process. But yeah, I'll get back to you on that one.
All right. Yeah, I didn't figure you'd have an answer, but I want to let you know what I was thinking. So
yeah, no, I'm glad that you brought it up, because it's all processes.
Yeah.
It's all processes.
Yeah. So
right. Oh, did you have something else?
Oh, I was just gonna say, next is the things I'm working on, that in the pipeline, try to get the pipeline established. Because there's so many things to send to like a new client, like when they start their health journey on day one, when they start the program, and day two, and just automate all of that stuff. So
yeah, I mean, there's such a learning curve with this stuff, but I'm telling you, I'm using this system and honestly, even with the agency thing, I didn't really grasp like the whole, how amazing really HighLevel is for a local business until I set it up for our lawn care business. People are actually telling me like, wow, this is like the easiest quote process I've ever been through. And it's just the simplicity of the whole thing. It's like, we really only have 3 prices. So I have like 3 systems set up. And then, so every time we determine what price they're going to pay, then I just create, like I type in the tag and then hit enter, and then it triggers the whole automation for me.
Nice.
It's so cool. I can't tell you.
Yeah, I need to look at some of the training, but again, I can just go to that support tab and the training's all right there on how to do pretty much anything, right?
Yeah. And you can also check out the in the resources tab, you can also check out all the live training replays. They're sorted by like category or topic. So it's easier than
okay, and resources, right.
Yeah.
There's all that stuff on the YouTube also.
Yeah, all the videos that I do on YouTube, they're all inside that live training replays module. So it's easier to find.
Yeah.
You can
cool.
just look up the actual category that you're trying, or the series or whatever you want to learn about.
Right. Nice.
Ray, how can I help you, sir?
Just hopefully quick. The Facebook personal profile that we've been working on this last week. Why is it personal? I mean, I've been a member of Facebook for a long time. I've got hundreds of friends of different ilks. Some are church friends, some are college friends, and various just whole categories. And now I'm mining them, but I had been told back a year or so ago that I should be using a business account. So I set up a business account. And so am I to abandon the business account and just do this the stuff that we've been working on all week in my personal account?
So it's a good question, because there's yes and no. So it really depends on the purpose. Okay. If we're talking about you're going to run paid ads eventually, and you are trying to build a brand and establish yourself, and you always have to keep in mind the customer journey. Okay. If someone is looking to book a vacation or something like that, or, whatever, or let's say that they just see a Facebook Live that you do on your personal profile or anywhere else, the very first thing, we all do it. The very first thing they're going to do is start Googling. So they're going to look up Ray Hines, and they're going to see if they can find anything about you. Well, if you have a Twitter account and it has active content, even if you don't have a lot of followers, if they can see you have, recent professional looking content, immediately the trust meter goes up. Then when they see your Facebook business page, immediately trust meter, right? Because you're all of these social media profiles, all of them look professional. They all have the same branding. They all have the same cover, all of the same types of content. They go to Instagram, they go all these places, they're going to find you. So it's not, don't think of the business accounts as like, you're just going to get so many leads, because really organic traffic is horrible. But it's more about the customer journey and establishing that trust as a real business. Because if you are a real professional business, you're going to have all of these things. So that's part of that. But when we're talking about actual prospecting, meaning you're spending your time to find people and talk to people who are interested about your business, one strategy that I absolutely love is using your Facebook profile and then utilizing all of these tools to help nourish those leads. So there's many ways of doing it. This is just one. So you can just find whatever it is that, whatever like kind of suits your skills and what you like to do. Me personally, I know the power of LinkedIn. I just don't like it. I just don't like spending my time on LinkedIn. It's boring. Everybody's trying to sell something. Nobody really wants to, I don't know, just my own personal opinion. So, it's up to you. But yeah, I would definitely say, if you don't have a brand or anything, get it all built out, but spend your time on Facebook. Cool. Anybody else have questions? Hello, Edison. How are you? How's the store going? Good.
Hi, Bridget.
You missed
Hi,
my
guys.
unboxing of my perfume.
Sorry, what's that?
A couple weeks ago, I did my unboxing here on the.
You did it?
Yeah. I opened it.
You didn't send me a copy of the video.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah, it was a couple weeks of the Friday Q&A. I saved it. I think I got it like on Monday, and I saved it all week. And my husband's like, "What is this box?" I'm like, "I can't open it till Friday." But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
and
you
I
did it on the, so it was it on the Q&A.
Yeah, and I also shared the link to your website inside the Noisy app.
Okay. Speaking about Noisy, I was just checking there and I realized that my link has expired. Can you send it to me again, please?
You can actually go to network in your dashboard and then click there, and you should be able to.
But that's what I did, and it says the link has expired. I don't know why it's saying that to me.
Some people, I actually talked to the people of Noisy, and they said that I tried to tell them that I thought that was a bug, and they said that sometimes people, like if you click on it and then you don't like register, then it'll say it's expired or so, I don't know.
Yeah.
But email me. Underneath that button there is my email address. Email me so that you remind me and give me your email address. And then I will manually send you an invite.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
Cool. You're welcome.
Okay. I'm glad that you, so everything is good with the perfume. I mean, you know, you like it?
Yeah. Congratulations too.
Okay. So thank you. I am actually, I had one other hurdle. Again, you know, these things, it's a work in progress. And sometimes you have to literally, not literally, but I mean, you have to fight with people to get where you need to get to. There was an issue with the payment gateway, and well, anyhow, I've gotten past that. I'm not going to go into all the details about it, but so now I'm actually in launch stage, and I need to set up a consultation with you, Bridget, because I would really like to draw on your expertise. So I will schedule that, go to the calendar and do it. I was actually thinking about doing it next week, but I won't have the time because my only son is getting married, and that's in North Carolina. So, you know, I will be out for a week. So when I get back, I'll be doing that because I really want to get this store up and running. I really do.
All right.
Okay, and there's so much things that I want to do, but that's my main goal right now, to get it. And I'm also working on the agency part of things in the background as well. But, you know, one at a time, because I don't have all my time available to me. You know, work comes in, and, you know, it's like working, come home, catch a power nap, then try to get in a couple hours before nighttime to go back to sleep to work again. You know, I'm tired of working for money. I want money to work for me. That's
Amen.
That's what I'm really pushing to get to. And sometimes you have to encourage yourself, you know, push yourself. Sometimes you could easily get just stuck in the routine, just doing those things, you know, to survive. And I don't want just to survive. I want to succeed. So I you know, many times I do a lot of self-talk, push myself, whether I feel like it or not, a little bit. And some of it involves coming home, looking at some of these, trying to catch up on your training. And because there's a lot of it that I've missed. And not only just catching up, but trying to put into practice some of what I've learned. So it's one of those things. But I think my goal is to get that store up and running, get it really doing something. I mean, producing, and then it will give me, you know, the opportunity to have more time. You know, then I can schedule work a little differently. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I'm getting ready to add some e-commerce templates to the social media. So you may maybe check there and insert, you know, one of the cool things about, you know, the social media is it's on Canva, and who doesn't use Canva? But you can just insert your own products. So having the template there maybe will give you some ideas of how you can promote and different things in social media.
Yeah, anything that will be helpful. Because like now it's about, you know, driving traffic, engaging, and that kind of thing. I made sure as much as possible all the systems in the back end of the store is working, the autoresponders and so on. So now is really time to be productive. You know, did a couple of test purchases and stuff.
When you get it all set up and everything, the next step, create an affiliate program, because that will help you get some traffic.
It does have an affiliate program.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it's built in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can become an affiliate of this store. I was actually thinking as well, there's the opportunity on that platform to also, you know, allow customers to have points. So depending on how many points you generate, you can redeem it towards your future purchase. There's a lot of functionality, and for me, it's learning how, you know, all these stuff, how they work and so on, and whether I need it, I don't need it, you know. And sometimes if you don't watch it, you can become overwhelmed by just trying to figure out stuff, you know. I want to get working. I want to get action.
Yeah.
I think I'm a little way past building mode for now. I need to be marketing, get it out the door, roll in, and then later on I could always tweak and add stuff and that kind of thing.
You know, what you're
That's
experiencing is what everyone experiences. It's like you just get lost in the building mode, and then you look up after a year and you're like, I have made no money. I've been spending hours and hours at this computer rebuilding my website 85 times and I've made no money. I totally get it. Everybody gets to that point, but definitely find the balance of building and marketing. So if you have 2 hours a day, spend an hour building and tweaking, and then another hour, figuring out what it is that is your preferred traffic method, because everybody has something that they're good at or that they prefer. Like maybe you love LinkedIn and I don't like LinkedIn, but it's whatever, you just have to do it to figure it out. What do you like? You don't even know until you try.
I also found that I like those tools, the social media, Facebook, because for me, Facebook, I am comfortable with it. I can work with it, and I wanted to practice generating organic traffic, and then later on I can consider, as you start to generate that income, then you could help to boost with paid traffic. But for now, I can't afford paid traffic. But those tools that you have, so that's the other thing I'm looking at. How do I? Because one of them I've actually subscribed to. I saw you. I was like surprised $1 or something a month. I can't remember which one it is. So I'm like,
see, you're already a member, but that is an important strategy that maybe you want to try to use. When you have something like that that's $1, it's like the whole goal of that type of funnel is for them to see an irresistible offer, and then they're like, oh my gosh, $1. And then they actually take the time, because this is the biggest part of conversion. Your offer has to be so compelling that it has to make someone get up out of their chair, go to their wallet, pull out their debit card, sit and type in. And it's like that action alone has to be a really big motivator. Yeah, Keck's ready to pay now. But yes, but I was going to say what you should definitely utilize is the winner chicken dinner extension. Yeah. Also the post profits, because that's great for e-commerce.
Well, I was looking at that winner chicken dinner thing, because I am actually, what I can do, I can actually give someone a coupon, to get a product that could be the prize. It's similar to what I did with you. They can, you set an amount, and therefore they redeem that coupon against that particular purchase, as a winner. And then it gives them the opportunity to go through the store to search to see what they want to, get. So they get a whole big picture, and other people will be doing the same thing.
And so what are the chances that they would be a return customer too? So it's like you win all the way around.
Yeah. So that winner, is it winner chicken dinner? I don't know why they call it that name,
I don't know.
but maybe it's just a catchy thing that cause you piques your interest. But I would certainly I'm looking at that, because before one of my strategy that I had in mind was to use the viral funnel that Builderall has. But then I'm like, to get people to share and all that kind of thing. But when I saw that winner chicken dinner, I'm like, maybe this might be much simpler.
Yeah.
And the fact that I'm on Facebook as well, Speaking about Facebook,
your friends list, people already know you there, so it's warm.
Yeah. But the point about my friend list is that a lot of them are not in the US, so I have to get some US friends, because this is part of the issue now. My market for the store is not necessarily going to be international, I guess, just yet, because if somebody has to purchase it online, then have it shipped to them, and then when it gets to their country, like from where I'm from, it gets there, then there is duties, there's sales tax again on top of that. I'm not so sure that, it will be as viable, but
You should definitely use the Friend Connector Pro and then sort by country, especially like with e-commerce. If you're only shipping in the United States, what good does it do you to have? And you can choose whether tier 1 or just the United States. So I would choose just the United States, because I mean, you could show your, all of your marketing efforts, but if they can't purchase because they're not in the country, does you no good.
they can purchase, they can purchase, but it's just the cost. But I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
I can do the whole of North America, basically. I'm just thinking in terms of logistics. That's my only issue. The store is available to anywhere around the world, but logistics. However, so what you're recommending is chicken dinner, whatever. And what's the other one?
Post Profits Pro.
Okay, is that the one one of them I paid for? That's the one I paid for, Post Profit Pro?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to be, I'll spend some time looking at those two strategies.
It was very, very successful for me. Definitely cool for e-commerce.
One more thing, Bridget, before I come off this. I was actually thinking when, in fact, you sort of started to do it with this thing you with Keck, his thing. My thing about it, okay, so now you have built a store. How do you go about? Is there a cheat sheet that says, okay, how do you go about now from A to Z in terms of launching, promoting, and getting that kind of thing? Now I know that we have training that covered those things along the way, so I have to sort of go back into those archives to look at it. But it would have been nice to just have a cheat sheet that says, from A to Z, this is best practice, or this is how you can probably go about. And now that you have all those tools, to me is a big selling point, because you're actually providing the means for automation, which is the key, one of the key things, because I am actually looking to, with these tools, to see how I can sort of be a success story, then I can begin to show others how to be the same. You get what I'm saying? So for me, those tools are actually very, 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 very helpful, and it's something I want to go into. But the cheat sheet aspect, I think that would have been nice if there is.
I've had people ask me that before, but it's so. It's like sometimes it just depends on the business, It's like the whole premise really of any business is to create the offer, create a system in the middle to automate the whole process, right? And then follow up. That's really the whole thing. It's like Keck's offer, maybe a free health assessment, maybe a guide. Your offer maybe like a free product, or free shipping, or a coupon for 50% off of a purchase over $50 or whatever. So it's like to come up with a cheat sheet. I just feel like it's so
too broad base.
Yeah, it would be hard to really say, okay, here is a cheat sheet for exactly what to do to launch and start a business. Because I don't know. I know what you're saying, though. I know what you're looking for.
I think we can have some, sorry for interrupting you. I think we can have some generalization here, because if we are talking online, and there are some common threads. Okay, step one, now that you have the business, what do you do now? How do you approach promoting, marketing, all those steps there? And like I said, now that you have the tools that can get you there, to me, that's actually fantastic. Anyway, I see Keck want to ask a question, so let me give way to Keck.
Watch the training series that I did this week with Keck, because I walked through the whole process of like getting a system set up, and then so that is the foundation. But I get what you're saying, because e-commerce is a little bit different, so it doesn't that's one of the things that doesn't really work for that specific thing. But I will definitely think about that.
Yeah.
Keck, how can I help you?
Yes, yes. So first of all, I wanted to thank you for your series this week because it's been so good personally to me what I'm doing. So I super appreciate it. I feel like you've gone out of your way to help me out, and I don't want you to think it's gone unnoticed. So definitely thank you.
You
And
appreciate it. That's why I did it.
yeah, and also I wanted to ask a question and kind of comment on something Ray said about the difference between the personal and the business profiles. I think one of the reasons that business pages are recommended is because so many of the schedulers and softwares only work with the business page as contrasted to the personal profile. So that's probably why you'll hear that advice as a default. But that leads into my question of, since is it Post Profits or one of them in the tier 5 allows you to post a personal, right? Scheduler.
Scheduler.
And is that the one through HighLevel or through tier 5?
Tier 5.
Tier 5. Okay. So the post scheduler, since that allows to the personal, I set up a business page just on your advice because let's have a professional page, but I wasn't planning on doing much with it as far as when I'm scheduling posts and everything. I was going to try to push most things out on my personal page. Is there a protocol or a way to do that is best? Like, should you make your post on your personal and then share it over to your business or vice versa? Or am I on the right track with just posting to my personal and kind of just let my business just be there as a presence?
I think that depends on who you're asking, what your purpose is. If you want to drive traffic to your business page, it's really good to share it on your personal profile. But having this is where I probably have a unique opinion because I've had my Facebook page shut down before and just completely deleted with no notice whatsoever. So I put very little investment into Facebook. So I have my page, I post, I set everything up through Content Studio and even in Restream. So it's it looks like I'm doing massive amounts of marketing on my page. And that's all I want. But I almost never get comments or engagement. It's all terrible really on my business. And I even have a group of 800 people. I have almost 7,000 followers on my Facebook page. I'm live there 5 days a week. I share things every 2 hours. I have content being posted as the evergreen content. And my engagement's horrible. So it's it's great for the customer journey. I think if you're really wanting to lay out a perfect plan, start with the Facebook profile and then definitely kind of simultaneously be building out those business pages. But I would say my personal opinion is I just really want the business pages to have my content constantly going and flowing all the time. But if I'm actually, again, spending the time to do something, I'm just going to work on my Facebook profile in reality. And if it gets shut down, then it's
well, and that's where I've got 1,500 friends and the business page, I have 0, so it's that's what I've got to work with, Yeah.
Yeah. And if you have a business page, you have to have, you can always invite your friends to your business page, but then it's if they're not going to be engaging or you're going to be sharing the same content on your Facebook profile, then really what would be the point? Unless it's just simply for that customer journey aspect to show that you do have a business page.
Right.
With recent content.
Okay, cool. So what I'm hearing you saying is if my strategy is going to be primarily working with my personal profile, that I should sprinkle some content into my business page too periodically, just to keep it looks like it's happening.
You could, if you want to use Post Scheduler for your personal Facebook profile. And just like I was saying in the training, while you're scheduling that in Post Scheduler, just have another window open in the scheduler with HighLevel, and then you can just schedule that at the same time. So it's you're still putting content because those will work with your business profiles. So if you're scheduling to Post Scheduler and then immediately scheduling to the planner inside of your Vision account, then you're using that same content and then you're covering all the bases.
Okay, so I could post the same stuff in both places, essentially.
Oh, sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Maybe that's the thing to do.
Yeah. The only thing that, that really, it's like, this is what I love so much about Content Studio is just that automation, that evergreen. I mean, that's the main selling point for me, for myself and clients, is just posting it and then it just keeps going and I don't have to, but you use the other scheduler, you'll have to manually do that every month. But I mean,
will it only hold 30 days at a time?
No, you can schedule plenty ahead of time.
Oh, okay.
I mean, maybe if you're not going to be that active, maybe you just want to schedule like maybe every Friday, schedule a post or something just to save yourself time. But yeah, I mean, more content, the better in reality.
Yeah. I'm definitely planning on scheduling 1 or 2 posts a day. And then in addition, like maybe probably a live or something.
Yeah.
So I'll have that content that just goes out there, graphic type stuff, and then I'll pop up for a live.
Yeah. And you really have a wide variety of topics you can talk about. I actually just added some Motivation Monday social media graphics to the thing as well. So I was like, oh,
I love that.
I love this.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool. All right. Very good. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. How can I help you?
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hi, everybody. Hi. I have a question with regards to the ebook and the videos. I'm busy with the Fiverr, make money on Fiverr, and I'm busy editing the ebooks and the videos, doing the voiceovers and things like that. But how do you delete the old videos and put on your new videos and the new ebook as well onto the platform?
Let me actually get in here and show you. Okay, so let me share my screen here. All right, so this is like what the course looks like. So here, let me find one with a video. So you should be able, of course, this is just an example. Let's maybe upload a video. Let me see if I can upload one. Actually, let me stop sharing here and let me find a account that has a video in it. Okay, so let me share my screen here. All right, so let me go to Fiverr and let me see here. Oh, that's not a video one. Let me go here. So do you see this here where it says remove video? Ricardo? Oh, you're muted.
Sorry, yes, I see it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, just click remove video and then it'll be, I don't want to remove it because it'll remove from my main account.
Okay.
But then it'll have like a little upload thing. Like if I go back here, then it says select video and then you just upload the file.
Okay. Same with the ebook.
Yeah, the ebook, if you just like, if I wanted to delete this, I can just click the X here. And then if I wanted to add files, I could just click here and then upload my file.
Okay, and the link now? Will it be the same?
The link for what?
Say, for instance, the link for the new video and the new ebook, will it be the same as the old video?
So what you're going to do is the way that the membership areas work is you're going to have all of your products. Okay, so these are all of my products. And then if you go to settings, this is where you're going to set your membership area. Okay, so you can actually choose a custom domain. And what this does is if you look at all of my products here, so these are all of my products. Okay. This is my entire membership area. Okay. And when I go to settings and I go to custom domains, this is the one link that will get you into my membership area. But it is determined, depending on whatever action you've taken or offer you've purchased, it will determine what you get access to. So here in the offers section, you can see here, like I have all of these different offers. So if I wanted to, let's say, edit this offer here, I could go to edit, and then click add products, and then I can add all the products here and then set an automation. Like say I wanted to add Shopify Success, then I could choose to give access to everyone who has this offer. There's definitely training that walks through this in more detail. So I definitely suggest that. But when you have all of the different products, then you create the offers, and that determines who gets access to what. But it's all going to be like, no matter what I do to send people to my training area, it's going to be this specific domain that I've set here. So it's going to be training.myvisionagency.com. But some people will have access to some of the products. Some people will not have access. So it's always the same link. Okay. Did that make sense?
Makes sense. Thank you.
Cool.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Okay, I think Janai was next.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Okay, so with your Vision affiliate program, I'm totally jacked and excited about it. I love it. But where do the leads go to? Like when they fill out the form to get the software, is there something
So the leads, just like any affiliate company that you have, the leads have to come to me because I have the automation set up that when they fill that form out, that it creates the account for the extension, and then I follow up. So it's just like any affiliate program where if you want to capture the leads, I would suggest like putting like using maybe Link Wizard and putting like an opt-in form before they send to the free tool, or you could sign them up for the free tool yourself, or however you want to capture that lead. I mean, typically when we're promoting affiliate offers, it's like, you have the opt-in page, then you have like a bridge video of yourself, where you're like, hey, this is what I'm doing and this is why it's so great, and click the link, and then you can,
Right.
get your free tool or whatever. So that would be like the optimal way of doing it. But if you just want to make sure that you capture that lead before they go to the sign up page, then definitely use like either build your own opt-in page with a form, or you can do the Link Wizard opt-in page and then just redirect it there.
Gotcha. Okay, I wasn't sure about that because I'm like, okay, so where are the leads going? And the one for the Vision account, when I click on the link, I did set up a Link Wizard for most of them. And for the one that does the Vision account, when I click on it through Link Wizard, normally like the affiliate link has this really long mile-long link. But then when I do it through the Link Wizard, I would think it would redirect it back to the long affiliate link, but it doesn't. It's like a shorter, just a My Vision link account. So I didn't know if it was actually creating the same affiliate.
It did. I definitely did some testing. I had some people test as well. But if you want to test it, just sign somebody, use an incognito window, click the link, test it and everything. And then you can just message me like in Noisy or wherever and say, hey, I just did a test to see, how it worked. And then I can verify they actually signed up.
Okay, so you would have to, that's what I was saying. I was thinking about doing a test, but then I didn't know where the lead was going to see if it came.
Yeah. Okay. Because technically you won't see, unless there's like an opt-in form for you won't see the lead unless they actually become a lead.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay, cool.
Become a lead as in like a customer.
Right. Okay.
Cool. Anybody else have questions? Right?
Yeah, this is too simple. You can see above my head, my website that I'd like to have is computerworks.com, but it's taken and it's frozen. I have tried and tried and tried. I've had GoDaddy and another assigner of domains, and I'd like computerworks.com. I'm willing to pay a little for it, but not like McDonald's did when they paid millions. But I want computerworks.com, spelled that way. I do have computerworkstampa.com, and I used to have computerworks.biz, but I'm looking for you all. I should have asked when the others were still in the room. A suggestion: ComputerWorks, WORX, and that's what I've had for a long time. I have a registered LLC and all those kinds of things, and this guy that owns it pays me no attention, so I don't guess I'll ever get computerworks.com. Anybody have a suggestion for another domain similar to that?
Yeah. Have you tried to look at GoDaddy and see like if it's even for sale? Or I mean, it could be that they have it just locked down because it's very similar to their business and they don't want anybody to be able to use it.
Whoever had it before is out of business, and the middleman was GoDaddy, and GoDaddy, I paid $69 and for 4 weeks. $69 one-time payment, and it was for 4 weeks. They kept trying supposedly to access these guys and their phone numbers and all that, but no response, none. I mean, they weren't willing to even negotiate. So
I'm looking now at the web. I just pulled it up to see. It does say that it's expired.
yeah.
There are renewal instructions. I was just trying to see if there was a way that you could like purchase it. It looks like the website that they're using that it's hosted on or registered on is enom.
Yeah.
So maybe check that out and just see if maybe there is something you can find out about if you could purchase it. But yeah, I'm not really sure. I would just try to choose a different domain.
Can I suggest something, Bridget? Sometimes, you know, it's a play on word like computer-works or use another X on the works, computer WRXX .com, see if that's available. You know, you basically you could just play around with a few things, but it doesn't change the whole form of what you want your business to state. But I would try maybe computer-works or add another computer works and use instead of 1X, use 2X, you know, and see if you can get that. This will be my suggestion.
And that's a great, I'll try that. That's a great suggestion. The other one.
I do really want to discourage you from the hyphen though, because here's why. When you're trying to send traffic there and you're like live, and let's say you're doing a video and maybe you're talking about like, hey, booking this travel thing or, you know, whatever you're talking about, right? And you want to send people to your website. Instead of saying, go to computerworks.com, you're going to have to say, go to computer-works.com. It's like, people are not going to remember that. They're just going to immediately go type computer works and they're going to figure out why your website is broken. And what, so it would definitely, that is definitely a solution. That is definitely a solution, but maybe think about it and see if you can find any other solution, or maybe computerworks.us since you're in the United States, or computer.biz or computerworks. Online, maybe, you know, maybe look for just anything other than .com, and you could find it.
But okay, so here's what, Bridget, but the way it is spelled, WRX, if somebody tell me go to computerworks.com, I'll be thinking of WRK.
Right.
So we run into the same sort of situation. Now I get your point on the hyphen, but it simply means that when it comes to telling people about the the actual URL, then he would have to maybe send them a barcode that's going to take you straight there or something like that. Now you could also the word WRX, it could be spelled WRX or WORXX. It still gives the same kind of song. I would probably try that, you know. Play around with a few, change a few letters and see what happens. But just bear in mind as well, WRK, everybody standard English. Mm-hmm. And in fact, when you hear computer work, WRX, In fact, people be thinking of WRKS,
Mhm.
Computer Works.
Mhm.
So
Someone
the
else
pronunciation,
already has that.
yes,
Yeah,
so
there is
so the
one.
pronunciation would be is something that you know, you could get around it. It's just that you either have people not have to remember it, you find some way to just get it to them via a card, these scan codes. Okay, that you scan it and it takes you there. Yeah,
You do need
QR code.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you do need to use, choose a domain that has a hyphen, maybe just train yourself instead of saying go to computerworks.com or computer-works.com, maybe just say, and click the link in the description, do that
Yes.
type of thing. But yeah, I would definitely, if that's going to be your call to action, which it should, maybe if you do have to use the hyphen or it's hard to say, then just train yourself to say in the description.
All right. Thanks for the advice.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, Bridget, I just wanted to say something on Keck's question because that was a question for me. I'm not a Facebook expert, and I know that Facebook, they are constantly changing the algorithms and everything else. But it is my understanding a couple of years back that if you're doing a business, you need to have a business page. And you're not supposed to be promoting on your personal page. Now, I sat in on your last session where you were actually talking about, not yesterday, I think it's the day before, Wednesday actually, yeah. And so I was a little bit intrigued by the fact that you were talking about, your personal profile. It's building your personal, yes, as you said it this way, that Keck can change the company, but he still remains with his image. People, they know, like, and trust factor, what people have grown and accepted him for. And I like that, if I'm no longer with this company, I have the credibility to move people to somewhere else. However, the business, so is it that, does it still stand that Facebook does not want you to promote your business on your personal profile? Has that changed, or is it okay now? Do you know?
Facebook definitely does not want you to promote on your personal profile. And in fact, these tools that we use, the reason that you have to be so strategic about how you use them is because we're kind of being like, we're trying to do it in disguise. And that's kind of how these tools work, kind of like Linked Helper. It's like the same thing where it's like the robot takes a hold of your screen and then it does actions like a person would do. Like if you're using like the birthday wisher, you may notice as soon as you use it, like all these different tabs pop up, and then it'll do like, it'll pull up, like create post, and then it'll actually like type out, the post that you told it to post, and it's completely automated, but it has to work like a real person would do it. Because if it doesn't, then that's when Facebook is like, hey, you're misusing this. So now we're restricting you. So yeah, it's definitely powerful, but Facebook does not want you to do it. So if you do use the tools, just be strategic. And that, again, that's kind of like what he was saying about, they don't want you to have, the reason that it's so cool that we have these automation tools is because there's not a lot of them. Facebook doesn't want you to have them. So a lot of people don't create them. And then you really just have to have a business page. But this is kind of like a hack and a way to get around that system with these tools.
Okay, so I also got the impression in terms of what you were seeing on that particular session as well, that it seems to me it's more important to brand yourself than to brand your business. Is that correct?
Unless it's your own business. If you
Okay.
are promoting your store, your e-commerce store, definitely put that business all over everything. Put it on your cover. It should be like the main thing. When people think of Edison, they should be thinking of your store. So
Okay.
definitely, if it's your own, and again, this is what I love so much about being a SaaS reseller as opposed to even affiliate marketing. Because when you have your own business, you don't have to worry about all the cookie issues I always have with affiliate marketing. It's like people tell me all the time, I signed up for you. I used the exact link that you told me to. I clicked it and I went and signed up. And then for some reason, I'm not in your program. And it's like, it's just inevitable. It's just this is the nature of it. But I wonder, like, how much money am I losing because of the people who don't tell me that this happened? And so when you have your own business, like I have my program and you have your e-commerce store, then it's like the sky's the limit. Talk about it all day long, because you don't need to say click the link. You say go, here's my URL, because it's your business. So, and if you are going to do that, I would put a lot of things about yourself maybe on the website. Maybe you want to say, put an about us page and then tell a little bit about your story and how you got started. And then I would, make Facebook videos about like, oh, check out this, it's a new, like you could totally every day do like a live where, like we talked about before, where you're doing auctions, or maybe you get a new product in and you just want to say, oh, I got this new perfume and oh, it just smells great. And maybe, your wife smells it. Maybe you make this like cute little video about how great she smells when she walks by. There's so many things that you could do, but definitely it's your business. Promote, promote, promote.
Okay, so in that case, it means that I should really be seriously considering um, having a business Facebook page for my business, because it's my business. Yeah, so I need to set up one. I need to set up one, because I was actually wondering if I should, because what I had in mind was simply to do some videos. There's a particular tool that's called Video Remix, where you have the video, and this video, there's a way, if you share it on Facebook, it can personalize the video to the individual, that when they click on it, they're going to see their name. It can see like, hi, Bridget, and so on. Now, what I was thinking is, I don't know if the technology has catch up, but I understand that once it's harder for the algorithms to read the video, like if you, what they call the actions and so on inside of there, as opposed to if you just type it in. So I was just thinking of videos, these engagement videos that will take people away from Facebook to where I want them to go, and I can put it on my personal page, but make it just like something very innocuous. It's you think nothing of it. It's just going to be something that when you see, maybe it just stop and I tell you to click here, and it just takes you away.
Yeah,
so
you can use check out Nifty Images, I think is what it's called. You can create things like that, like the customizations. You could also do, if you decide to create a business page, like Content Studio, they will allow you to create a post, and then, because putting the link inside of the post, it will get buried. Facebook does not like links in posts, and they do not like, especially links in posts that go outside of Facebook. Yeah. But what you could do is you could do like a Post Profits Pro type of post and say something incredible that makes people want to comment below. And then you could have it set up to send them a message with your link. So if you're like, hey, I'm giving away a 50% off coupon to the first 10 or whatever, or anyone who comments below today only, I'm doing 50% off. And then so you could do something like that. And if you have a business page, like Content Studio allows you to create the post, and then it will also allow you to create the first comment for Facebook or Instagram. So you could create the post with your video or your image or whatever, and then it will post it, and then it will also add a first comment that could have your link, and then it would kind of work around the algorithm and how Facebook doesn't like the links.
Okay, so Post Profit, we are using, is it Post Profit here? Post Profit, all right. We're using it on our personal profile. Good. So shouldn't I also be careful in terms of what I'm asking people to do, less if it comes across as a promotion and Facebook flags it? So like if I said I'm giving away, okay, just for today I'm giving away $150 coupons. Wouldn't that be something that is suggesting to Facebook algorithms that you are promoting business on your personal profile?
I mean, it could, but I just did a post using that type of thing, like $50 for, just comment below something and share it and like it, and then you can win. And Janai actually won. So congrats to her. But I did that on my personal profile. So that's exactly what I did. And I never got in trouble for it. And Facebook mostly looks for not so much the content, even though they definitely do. If you say something about vaccines, you might be banned for life. But they do definitely pay attention to actions. So if you are, let's say you're a robot, you let Friend Connector Pro send 2,000 friend requests in a few hours, you're definitely going to get restricted, because that definitely sends a big sign to Facebook. But as far as the content and things like that, just definitely be creative. You don't want to be too salesy anyway. If you think Facebook would trap you because of the salesy part, then just get a little bit more creative. Maybe offer something for free, like I offer the free tools. And then on the back end, once they opt in for the free tool, then they go to the thank you page, where I then talk to them about more tools that they may be interested in. So I'm not really doing a sale on Facebook, but on the back end, I'm doing a sale.
Yeah, got it.
Can I just say too, I've used Facebook since about 2009, strictly for business, and 90% of it I did all on my personal profile. I never got shut down or blocked or anything. I mean, links, before and after pictures, everything. And I know generally they don't want you to do business on your personal, because they want you to pay for paid ads on your business page, so I mean, I get everything, you have to be careful, and there's, is there a prerogative to do that? But I think it's like Bridget said, it's more of the action behind like what you're doing. Like, if you're friending too many people at one time, or the, I don't know. I think it's because my friend, she just got blocked from posting in groups. So it's like, are you posting too much in groups, or, it's like the amount of activity that you're doing, I think, is what they focus on a lot too. And like you said, don't mention anything about COVID or anything like that. But but I've never had a problem with posting business stuff. I mean, links, the whole nine. I mean, it just in the last couple of years, I've noticed that the engagement has gone way down. And that could be why, that because I've used it so much for business, that they just buried my profile and all that stuff. But as far as like shutting me down, they haven't done that yet.
Yeah, I think you're right too. Like I've never really noticed an issue with the content part of it. But yeah, if you go like copy and paste a message and you try to go private message like 20 people, you're probably going to get shut down.
Yeah.
It's the action part, I think, more than anything else.
Yeah. And even with that, if you change the wording up, like just add their name, that makes a difference. You can do a lot more than if you just copying and pasting the exact same. You might get away with maybe 5 or 10 of the exact same posts. And even today, I tried to tell my group that there was a Zoom call in a group that I had specifically for business, and it blocked it. It wouldn't let me send it in Messenger. I couldn't understand. I'm like, what the heck? So yeah, I don't know what that's about, but that's happened a couple times recently where I can't send a particular message in Messenger. I don't know if it's because the link to the company might be flagged.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that's what it is, because it was the same one the last time too.
Yeah,
So-
it could be that, because that's something that happens a lot too. If you have a business and a lot of affiliate marketers and they're all sharing the links and they're being spammy and getting, posts are getting reported, then Facebook says, hey, this is a spammy link.
Right,
So,
right. Yeah, I've had that happen before.
Do
Do
you
you have a
back it
question,
up?
Rick?
Just backing up your Facebook presence, do you back it up? Is there a way to back it up?
I don't.
So whatever you've posted, you just got a copy of?
Yeah,
somewhere?
kind of. I mean, sometimes I just post because I just like, if you're really wanting to, like, if I'm posting anything like a picture of my dogs or whatever, I post to my Facebook profile and I don't really worry about the other platforms or whatever. But my scheduler posts to the other platforms. So like if I'm really engaging, it's on my personal profile. But even on the personal profile, like we can use post scheduler. And then if I'm, and I did yesterday after the training, I kind of just wanted to test some things out. So I scheduled a few posts, but yeah, I'm going to always use the same content because there's no reason for me to have, a separate piece of content for my profile and a separate piece for Facebook and a separate for my group. And no.
I was just thinking, if they shut you down today, what would you do? I mean, how would you?
I'm always prepared for that. If they shut me down today, I'll just create another. I actually have a backup account that I would just use Friend Connector Pro, and I would invite a bunch of new friends to that new account, and I would just start all over again because, all of my videos are backed up like from YouTube, and that's really all I care about. If they shut my Facebook business page and if my whole Facebook account got shut down, I purposefully, because this has happened to me before, I would not at all be surprised and I would still be okay. I still have everything backed up and I don't put any huge investment in Facebook. Yeah. And you really should do that with every platform, like even YouTube, they could decide to, and I know this has happened with a lot of influencers before. YouTube just shuts their whole channel down and they just don't have access to their, their videos. And if that happens, then I just will have to upload all of my videos that I have backed up into the membership area. And then we'll just start meeting on Zoom and I'll live broadcast everywhere else. It's like, it would take me maybe a couple hours to rebound if that happened. And I do that on purpose because I had that happen to me before. And that was when I worked with Builderall and I was managing their group. And I'm like, my whole account got shut down. I couldn't manage their group. I couldn't access my page, my own group. I couldn't access. It was like, oh my gosh, that was a disaster. So, things happen, but you just have to learn from it. And now I'm prepared.
Boss moves.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. Learning from mistakes.
Yeah.
For sure. Okay, guys, do you have anything else that you want to ask me before I let y'all go for the weekend? No? Okay.
That's it. Bridget, I just want to remind you about Noisy. Like I said, I did go on Telegram and I realized that you guys have moved from there to Noisy. So
yeah, just send me an email.
Yeah.
So that I have your email address and then I will
Sure,
I'll manually I'll send you
I'll send it to you. All right.
All right. Have a great weekend, everyone. Go make your vision
Yeah.
reality.
Same to you, Bridget, and
Bye.
everyone else. Okay.
Thank you for your time.